find that reason to be acceptable. I know my opinion doesn't really matter, but like there's a lot of animals that you'll find that would they say like it controls whatever population or but like that can't be the only reason that animal is here, like because that's what's kind of said about gators is that it controls some populations of whatever because they eat those.
Right, but what happens if those other populations decimate something that we actually want?
Yeah, but I don't know. That just seems like that's I don't know.
I was just thinking it's too bad that the gators don't eat or maybe they do those boa constrictors.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
aren't indigenous to Florida but are all over the place.
Yep. Yeah.
And what are those things like? Sometimes like 17, 18 feet long.
Yeah. Wait. Is it a boa constrictor or pythons? Is it pythons? I think it was pythons.
I think it might be both.
Yeah, because they're running rampant in the state of Florida, and I still remember. I think it might have been just before I left there. That they were trying to figure out a way to like either have people like hunt the gators or hunt the snakes. Like to get rid of them because they're like, this is getting out of control. We got to figure out something to reward some people so they can go get them.
And we're recording.
All right. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, I wanted to mention this news story that I saw. I wanted to see what you thought about this.
Okay.
So this happened a couple months ago, maybe about 3-4 months ago. And it was in Florida in a retirement community. I think it was Fort Pierce. So there was this woman, 85-year-old woman, and she was out in the morning walking her dog.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was just a regular morning for her. And as she was leaving to like start walking her dog back to her home, so in the video I saw, the dog turned around, started barking. The woman didn't realize anything.
Wait, where was this?
This was in Florida.
Okay.
And a gator had come out. So she was next to this pond, and it was like a pond kind of in the community. And a gator had come out and went to like attack the dog, and the lady didn't notice at first, but then the gator got the dog. She went to try to save the dog, and the gator ended up getting her. And there was a neighbor around, and the neighbor ended up calling like 911 and was trying to do something to help her. But before long, the lady got pulled in to the pond. And
alligator?
Yeah, alligator.
Or crocodile?
No, alligager.
Alligator, okay.
Yep. And then she didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if the gator was if it was just because maybe she drowned because it had her under, or if it was trying to attack her and make her a meal. But she didn't make it.
Is this one of those crazy stories where the dog survives?
The dog did survive. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's I lived in Florida for quite a few years, and I was always kind of weary of gators. I had a couple friends who had things happen like that. They lived near a pond or took their dog somewhere. The dog goes swimming and gets attacked by a gator.
Why would you let your dog swim in a pond in Florida?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that maybe some people, maybe nowadays it doesn't seem, maybe people are more cautious. It doesn't seem so uncommon, but I don't know. Maybe at one point it seemed like it was like,
because when I go to Florida, any of that like dark, like swampy, like what do they call it, like black water, I don't go anywhere near. I'll go near the ocean and stuff, but I won't go near. Yeah,
same here. Like I like when I was there, I was always terrified of thinking I would just run across a gator,
right?
Because they're never small, like in this case I think they said it was like 14 or 15 foot long.
Jeez.
So, I had, a friend of mine, someone that I knew, had their dog was killed by a gator, and this thing was like 11 foot. So I mean, they're never. I mean, never small. So it's just. I don't even know.
Wasn't it just a couple years ago where some little kid was playing by the water in Disney World?
Yep.
Yeah, and he got taken.
Yep.
And my deal is like, I've been to Disney World and I've seen them do like gator control, let's call it.
Yeah.
Like I was on a riverboat thing. It was my mom and I, and we were traveling to like a different resort from the one that we were in.
Yeah.
And we went past a golf course, and there was a gator lying up on the grass, and the guy driving the boat just radioed to someone, and we asked him about it, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'm just letting somebody know, and somebody's going to come by and get it out of here." I mean, even in Disney World, where they have like, probably a whole crew ready to take care of these things.
Yeah,
I still wouldn't go near the water.
Yeah, that one particular case, I remember hearing about that. I didn't look into a lot of detail as to like where exactly that was, because I think I was just shocked from hearing that, like how there was parents dealing with that, like
right,
But yeah, I mean, it's
you got little kids. Would you let them go?
Yeah. Oh no. I would be. I mean, myself, I wouldn't even let myself go because I would be terrified. So two things first, and then I'll get into what I want to talk about. But number one is I used to live in this apartment complex, and there was it was like fenced off, like where my apartment was. I lived on the second floor, but then there was like the parking lot, and then there was a little bit of a field, and then it was kind of fenced off, and there was a little like retention pond over in there. But I was always terrified, thinking like there was like a gator family in there, and like they might crawl out and come onto the property, because I don't know. I'm sure it was just letting my mind go crazy places. But it was just
do you think like a fence, like you're talking like a chain link fence or something?
Right.
Do you think that would hold back?
Oh
a gator?
no, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Because I know, like, I don't know if it's the gators or crocodiles, but one of them has the strongest bite force of any animal.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, don't mess with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
And listen, the other time there was when I was in Florida, there was it was like a week stretch of rain. It was it was strange for me because I had never witnessed this before, but it rained. It felt like it rained like 24 hours a day the whole week. For a week long. It wasn't like massive flooding or anything like that. Like it wasn't kind of downpour rain, but it was rain every day.
Was it like hurricane season?
No, we just rain.
Just Florida.
Yeah, right. So, and I remember I was driving to work one day, just taking this one road, and I just happened to look to the side of the road, and I saw like two gators on the side of the road where it had started to pool. The water had started. And it was near some woods, so there was probably maybe like a retention pond back there or some, area of water. And then maybe they just kind of made their way towards the edge of the road. But I was like, it's so crazy. I never would have thought I would have seen that.
I mean, I think I've only been to Florida like maybe, I don't know, 10 times or something. Yeah. But I remember just seeing them beside the highway.
Yeah.
You're just driving along the highway. It's like, oh, there's a gator.
Yeah, and then you see them now, like always on the golf course. You see that. And,
I do see the TikToks of that. Yeah.
So this whole thing got me thinking, man, because like, what is the point of an alligator? Like it's just, it looks. I mean, it's just huge thing. Like, looks like it's a dinosaur.
I just gotta say, you and what is the point of things? I'm still not fully grasping
because
I don't want to go all the way back to what was it, vampires? But I'm just saying, or what was the point of what was it, zombies?
Oh yeah, that's right.
But why does an alligator have to have a point?
Because like what does it do besides like the the gator tail like that we used for. I mean, people eat that.
Have you had it before?
Like once.
Okay. What does it taste like?
Like chicken.
Does it? It's like I've seen people online have it. I've heard people have it. It sounds good.
Yeah.
I've just never been in a situation where they had it.
Yeah. It's
Love
weird
to try it though.
It's weird for me. It was maybe because of the way it was cooked, it was very, I don't know, borderline gamey,
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I've seen I've seen a video where somebody was like cooking up some gator tail. It looked delicious.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But besides that, and then what do we use the skin for belts? Is that or a boots? Is it?
Yeah, or crappy shoes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not into the animal skin prints.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll wear leather shoes, but I don't want it like furry like a cow or something. I just want like leather shoes.
Yeah. I mean, besides that, like, what is the point of an alligator? It seems like it's just there for whatever.
I don't know. I'm not like an animal expert, but I've got to guess that there's got to be something that it's eating that if left unchecked could be devastating.
Well, so that's the thing too. Like, so I did a little bit of research in this, and I don't find that reason to be acceptable. I know my opinion doesn't really matter, but like there's a lot of animals that you'll find that would they say like it controls whatever population or but like that can't be the only reason that animal is here, like because that's what's kind of said about gators is that it controls some populations of whatever because they eat those.
Right, but what happens if those other populations decimate something that we actually want?
Yeah, but I don't know. That just seems like that's I don't know.
I was just thinking it's too bad that the gators don't eat or maybe they do those boa constrictors.
Oh yeah.
That aren't indigenous to Florida but are all over the place.
Yep. Yeah.
And what are those things like? Sometimes like 17, 18 feet long.
Yeah. Wait, is it a boa constrictor or pythons? Is it pythons? I think it was pythons.
I think it might be both.
Yeah, because they're running rampant in the state of Florida, and I still remember. I think it might have been just before I left there. That they were trying to figure out a way to like either have people like hunt the gators or hunt the snakes. Like to get rid of them because they're like, this is getting out of control. We got to figure out something to reward some people so they can go get them.
Well, and I think I showed you this the other week. There's I think he's a TikToker, but I watch it on YouTube Shorts. But the guy with the flip phone.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's like, flip phone activate only in Florida. But there was one where there's like I don't even know, 15, 16 foot snake, and a guy is posing with it, and to like take the picture, he puts his foot on the tail of the snake, and it's just like, what do you think that's stopping? First of all, the head can turn around, and can't snakes jump like half their body length or something? So if it's like 15 feet long and you're standing on its tail, you're gonna 100% strike you.
Oh yeah. So my point of all that was like we have got a lot of useless animals.
I was just thinking, right, there's a point to this. And
alligators being probably at the top of my list because I mean
to me, I think it's just because I've lived in environments where I'm like, I guess you're still top of the food chain there, but I haven't really lived anywhere where I can get like seriously hurt by animals. Now, technically, we have like black bears and stuff around here, but like there's so few and far in between. Like if there's one in the area, it makes the paper.
Yeah.
So, and then they migrate from the north of the state. But other than that, like it's Michigan. There's not like we have a lot of smaller animals and stuff, and we have some pack animals and things. But for the most part, I don't walk into the woods and think I could get killed.
Yeah.
I think whatever.
Yeah.
But like in Florida, I would be like, let me keep my eyes open because something could just jump out and drag me into the water and kill me.
Oh yeah. You got like death lurking around every little corner.
But to what is the point? I don't know.
Yeah.
Other than to keep other things in check. But now you're claiming it's a useless animal, so I'm going to guess you have other useless animals.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So well, before I move on to the next one, let me just tell you this. So, did you know that gators are actually native to Florida?
Yes.
Yeah, which I find interesting. Find very interesting because I would never have thought. It seems like gators would have been like somehow planted there or somehow like almost like the snakes. Like the snake thing. So,
or in like Louisiana, there's like feral pigs and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. The verdict is still out for me on gators, but I don't feel like it's very useful because there's so many attacks. People want to go see the gators and like take some pictures. Probably some people have them as pets. Always turns out bad. Like it just seems ridiculous.
Ugh.
My number 2 animal, which you were just mentioning things that we have in Florida here, or I'm sorry, in Michigan.
Yeah.
And my number 2 is skunks. Like, what is the point? And it's always going to go back to that because once again, you can have animals that like eat other animals, but like, it just feels like that's almost a given when you've got like carnivorous animals. They're going to eat other things.
Yeah. I'm just, you made me think of like the alligator of like, it's the what do you call it, the food chain. And if it doesn't exist and something's going to grow out of control, but don't skunks just eat like grubs and stuff?
Well, they
dig down. Oh no, it says, I'm looking it up here. They do eat mice and moles and voles and rats. Oh, and birds and then their eggs.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, listen. Okay,
also grasshoppers, wasps, bees, crickets, beetles. Okay.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that and I know we have those things here in Michigan, but I don't know. Whatever. That to me, I'm just not a good enough reason. However, I'm backtrack or I'm sidetrack a little bit.
Okay.
Because I've noticed I've got some moles in my yard, but I don't have any skunks around to eat those things. So what are they doing? What are the skunks doing?
You know what? They're elusive. They're I think they're just mainly come out at night. I have skunks around here. I've only actually seen one with my own eyes one time, and it was a pretty big one. I was hosing off my dock, and I think it was living under the dock. And as I hosed it off, at one part, it came out the other end, and I just stopped spraying and slowly backed away like look, man, I didn't know you were... But the only other times I've seen them is on my security cameras.
Okay.
In fact, I just saw one like, I don't even know, like a month ago or something.
Yeah.
It was just walking through the yard.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're right. Skunks are nocturnal. What's crazy to me though is that their average lifespan, which it says 2 to 3 years, seems a little low.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I guess as an adult, maybe that. Which I don't know how long it takes a skunk to like become to what they consider an adult skunk. But I'm assuming that lifespan is probably due to.
Wait a second. I'm looking this up now too.
Yeah.
It says average lifespan of a skunk in the wild is 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
So they probably get the crap kicked out of them by other stuff because it says, but they can live up to 15 years in captivity.
Because there's probably something else that eats them.
Yeah, probably.
Which I don't know. I would think that like skunk wouldn't taste very good.
I used to watch what was his name, Les Stroud, the Survivor Man, and or maybe it was Bear Grylls. One of them had set a snare and caught a skunk and was like, "Well, when you're surviving out in the middle of nowhere, you just eat what you catch." And they went to eat it, and they were like, "It tastes like crap." But No, what I was going to say is that's surprising that they have such a low lifespan.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So that one that I was telling you about spraying off my deck, that was like 5 years ago. So he's probably dead.
Mm-hmm, yep. Yeah, maybe something else got him. So one thing that's interesting too is that, like, did you know that it takes like 10 to 12 days for them to replenish their skunk spray?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they can use it, and then they gotta wait for it to recharge. But it's
but once they use it, you like stink for days.
Yeah, probably. But that's if you get caught in the spray. I mean, like maybe they miss, but it's still like lingering in the air, and it's still. Have you ever driven past roadkill skunk?
Yes.
Yeah, that's awful.
It was a couple years ago, and I hit a dead one on the road. It was already dead. I am not the one that killed it.
Yeah.
But I hit its carcass or whatever, and I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. It just there was no way for me to move because of the other traffic.
Yeah.
But then the problem was, it's like the truck stank for like a week, and I washed it several times because I put it in the garage, and I'm like, oh man, the garage stinks like skunk.
Yeah. Luckily, I never had that. I've like driven past it, and it feels like for every maybe like 20 feet away I get or whatever, the stench gets worse. Like, progressively gets worse before it's like, oh, it's finally gone now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't see any point in that in skunks, especially living such a short lifespan.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm gonna say we can get rid of those.
I don't get what they're keeping in check.
Yeah,
and I'm not exactly sure what would they be feeding that squirrels wouldn't also be food, or mice, or like what animal would eat them that wouldn't also just eat all of these other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're on board with that?
I'm not for any of these animals going away, but what is the point of them?
Yeah.
I'm unsure.
Yeah. I don't know. All right. So my next one is a little different. It's not really like a particular animal, but it's parasites.
Okay.
So, like mistletoe. Mistletoe is actually considered a parasite. That's a parasitic
I thought you were
plant.
going for like animal parasites.
Well, yeah, I got that too. But,
Okay.
But like a lot of people like love mistletoe because it's like celebrating the holidays and you get to kiss somebody under the mistletoe. But like mistletoe is actually not that good of a thing. Like it's a parasite to other plants and trees, and we got a song, we don't have a song about mistletoe, but so that's number one on my list for parasitic plants.
Yeah, I'm just is it a vine?
It's I think it's considered a plant.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's a plant. But I mean, does it grow like a vine around other? No, it just grows in like a glob on the tree.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess I didn't. I just thought mistletoe just grew in the ground like a normal plant.
Yeah.
But no, when you said parasites, I was thinking about like wildlife, like YouTube stuff. They always talk about, oh, this has this parasite or that has that parasite. Or I was even watching like a cooking thing where they were talking about, what were they getting ready? I think they were getting crawfish ready, and they had like parasites like in their between their things. Yeah, and oof.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like what is the point? Like the thing can't live on its own. It needs like a host.
It's true. It's true.
And it's
and what's the upside?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think like the only thing, so like lampreys are considered a parasite.
Oh yeah, I hate those things.
Yeah, they're so ugly.
Those and zebra mussels.
Oh yeah,
are bad here in Michigan. Yeah. And we go from like year to year. Like 1 year I brought my dock in at the end of the year, and it was just so bad. The whole thing was just covered in zebra mussels.
Yeah.
But then like last year brought it in. I don't know. I don't think I really had any.
Yeah.
And I don't think that like our lake was sprayed or anything. It's just weird. Every couple of years, it just gets really bad. And then when you walk in the water, they're like razor sharp. And, it's terrible.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever come across those though. But I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
yeah. And I wonder if lampreys are just in the ocean. We probably don't have those in Lake Michigan.
yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they're not native to here. I don't know if they were attached to ships and stuff, but I remember we started getting them when I was like in high school because I remember it being in the news, and I remember, or maybe middle school, we talked about it in science class, and they showed us some pictures of them because none of us had seen any of them before, and they just look like snakes with like a sucker head or something, and they grab a hold of fish and stuff, and
it's crazy. I don't know. They do look terrifying, but they're supposed to be. Actually, that's probably the only one. They're supposed to be somewhat beneficial for some reason, because they like maybe clear some type of fungus off of the fish or something similar to that, where they're actually doing the thing some good and don't necessarily just like drain the fish of all its blood or whatever, and somehow it's beneficial.
I'm just looking them up here. It's known as a jawless fish, which I guess I didn't realize. I don't see their upside. Although, as I'm scrolling down at Michigan.gov, it does say invasive species lamprey.
Yeah. I only have seen the pictures, and they are super weird looking.
Yeah, they are. They look prehistoric.
Yeah.
It looks like something you should be seeing in like a museum or something.
Yeah.
I don't see. Sure, everything has an upside, but I don't see.
Yeah, anything good
the
about
upside? No, no. So, let's talk about adaptations, lifespans. They can only get up to like 8 inches long. I thought that they were. I guess I didn't realize how big they could get.
But what you did say was interesting, though, that because I thought they were only like a saltwater creature.
No, they're here too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Which I wonder if that affects them, because I should look into that just to see if I don't know, because there can't be that many creatures that can go from like salt water to fresh water.
Yeah, I typed in lamprey, and then I started typing in fresh, and then the first autocomplete was freshwater or saltwater. It says in saltwater, in the ocean, or in a large freshwater lake. It doesn't even sound like there's like two different types. It just sounds like there can live in either one. Is that? That's not right. Is that right?
I don't know.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right, but I don't know. I'm still keeping that one on my list of useless things too, because I mean, maybe they're beneficial to something, but at the same time, like, it can't be that beneficial when you're a parasite.
Yeah, although it says I'm reading something else. It says that that they like to live in Finger Lakes, the Great Lakes.
Oh, wow.
Live their entire lives in freshwater, but it also says that they're in the ocean. In fact, that's how, evidently, because it says that they're native to the Atlantic Ocean, Lake Ontario, and the St. Lawrence River, and that's how they spread to the Great Lakes. But either way, messed up, yeah. And I'm not, now you're saying that they might be doing something good for the fish?
Yeah. Yeah. And so moving along
well, wait a second. You always see like whales and sometimes sharks and stuff with like almost like parasite fish,
right? Yeah,
that live off of like them, but they also do upkeep on them. And those things I can see as a benefit, but these things like suck the life out of these fish.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. And so sticking along with that, with parasites, like tapeworms.
Oh,
have you ever had a tapeworm?
No. Have you ever had a tapeworm?
No. I'm glad. That's man. I don't know. I wouldn't think about it. Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like roundworms and hookworms are the same thing.
Yeah.
Like similar. Yeah. And lice. Have you ever had lice?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Which that's not, I don't know, not a stigma.
It's a parasite though.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I mean, I think everyone knows kids in school that because they did the lice check and then some kids had to go home.
Right. Yeah. 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 But I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't see the point of us having parasitic creatures. Like, what are they doing? Are they like, what is the point of lice? I mean, it's not doing anything good for the people that get lice, because now you got to like go through this crazy cleaning routine and probably burn your mattress.
Do you? Because I always thought the kids with lice just had to have like special shampoo and use a special comb or something.
Yeah, but then you got to probably make sure you don't have any like in your bed. But yeah, you do. I mean, it's not like the cleaning routine is not just as simple as like.
I'm wondering if you just spray it down. Are they hard to kill like bed bugs?
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of bed bugs too.
Because I know bed bugs. Like when I lived in the city, my worry is there were all these stories about how like people get bed bugs in their clothes, and then like they'll go to like a movie theater and sit down, and then like the movie theater gets bed bugs in the seats.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And I'm just thinking. First of all, I don't really like going out, but whatever. For reasons like this, but it just made me think like, could I just sit on them for a couple hours and then all of a sudden they're in my clothes and then I drag them into my house?
Yeah, yep, that's what it sounds like.
Because I've never had bed bugs at my house, and I would be pissed if that happened.
Yeah, I never had bed bugs either, and like, it sounds like, you pretty much just have to burn the whole house down after that, because they're almost impossible to get rid of.
Yeah, and the other now that we're talking about this, I always think about that when I have to go to hotels.
Yeah.
So I think,
oh yeah, dang, I never thought about that.
Yeah, when you go to a hotel, probably has bed bugs.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
Nah, they probably keep it clean, or maybe they have to check it every. To make
they probably say they check it and then they don't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. That gives me heebie-jeebies. Anyway.
Okay.
But wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Before I move on though, going back to the parasite. So I did learn there is this one parasite that also lives in the ocean and feeds off of like ocean creatures, and I think it like takes control of like a fish's tongue or some like creature's tongue, and so the fish thinks it's like eating for them, but it's actually like this parasite that's eating. I don't know. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And the thing that's awful about these parasites is that like they put some other living creatures through so much torture.
Yes.
Like they have like an eye parasite. Like the thing might just be like eating your eyeball, and then you're going blind, and the parasite's living its best life. But like it's just so there's just so much like horrible things happening with these parasites, and it's never anything good. Like we could easily live without this.
Yeah, I'm not seeing your
no, hold on.
Tongue thing, but if the whole point of this discussion, which is kind of freaking me out a little bit, is to talk about useless things. Yes, I don't understand the point of parasites. I feel like I could live without those.
Okay, so I'm not going to be able to say this. Maybe we can put this up on the screen. But whatever the tongue-eating louse is a parasitic isopod. It enters fish through the gills. The female attaches to the tongue while the male attaches to the gills. It just gives you like what size they are. And it says this highly invasive activity does not kill the fish. So it's alive.
Oh, no, okay. Now I found it after you said the name. Yeah. That is a picture that I'm not going to be able to get out of. Thanks. Yeah, I will, during the edit, I will throw that up on the screen for everybody else to be grossed out on.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, moving on. So maybe this isn't anything better, but my next useless creature animal.
Wait. Can I do one?
Oh,
because Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe this isn't necessarily useless, but it just feels like if we're talking about useless things maybe going extinct and like the world not changing, which we haven't said, but I'm just hypothesizing.
Yeah.
What about animals that feel like they want to go extinct no matter how badly we're trying to like make them not go extinct? Like, and I think this was another John Oliver thing I watched. I know I referenced John Oliver a lot, but it's a good show. But he was talking about pandas.
Okay.
Okay. Like I understand that like we've encroached on, or human beings have encroached on the natural habitat of pandas, and we've done things that have like ruined their food source and stuff like that, or I guess what I'm saying is that I understand that the reason why there's not a lot of pandas today is because we moved into the areas that they normally lived in. But beyond that, they're like super duper lazy.
Yeah.
And even when like a zoo has like a couple of them, or maybe they'll bring one from like another zoo over to mate with the one that they've got, it makes the paper.
Yeah.
Because even when you stick two of these together, it doesn't mean that you're going to get another panda.
Yeah.
Because they're so lazy, they'd rather just sit around and eat and do nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, man, you don't want to get it on with this other panda? I mean, because that's why we're here.
Yeah.
And they just don't seem to.
Yeah.
Like in the United States, especially, like if a zoo has one, or maybe not in the United States, maybe anywhere in the world, it feels like it's like worldwide news.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, I got pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't hear about that from any other animal. You put two of them together, you're going to end up with more of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. People love pandas. They're all like cute and fuzzy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'll give you that. But almost like they're like daring us they're going to go extinct. And there's nothing you can do about it. Like a, what would you call it? Like a stubborn child.
Yeah.
You can't make me.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Sorry for the side diversion.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. Well, going along with that, because I'll get back to my list in a second. But going along with that, so what about like would you consider a sloth in the same category? Because I mean they're like so slow. Like
yes.
How are you still alive?
Yes. I think in that same John Oliver show, they were talking about how sloths move so slow that they grow moss on them.
Yeah.
How are you not just like killed right away?
Yeah.
Like you'd think there would be some other animal that would be like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just sitting there.
Yeah,
I might as well eat that.
They got them giant claws. So like it seems like on accident they would like hurt somebody or another creature.
But they're real gentle, it seems like.
I don't know, because their claws are so ridiculous. They're so slow. Like, how do they even defend themselves besides the claws? Like, if you got something else coming at you, like a badger.
I don't think I've ever seen a video of a sloth being aggressive in any way.
Yeah.
Even like defending itself. And I've seen like videos online of like sloths out in the wild. In fact, I saw one once where I think the baby fell off the mom or something. And you could see the mom was moving down the tree, but it was moving like real slow.
Yeah.
And these people like saw it
and
ran over and like picked the baby up. And then like lifted it up, and the mom like stuck its arm out and then like pulled the baby in and just kind of like looked over, and then the baby crawled on its back and they started climbing back up the tree, but really slow.
Yeah. This the whole thing you described probably took like 10 minutes.
Well, I feel like if you were to wait for her to get down the tree to get the baby, maybe a day would go by.
Yeah.
I mean, it was moving really slow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could see both of those being on. Those are honorable mentions on the list.
But yeah, I don't know what what's their purpose. What are they keeping in check, or what are they feeding, or
well, for pandas, I mean, they eat a lot of bamboo. Don't we got to keep the bamboo?
Yeah, bamboo does grow pretty quickly, but
do they eat it that fast?
I mean, we use bamboo for all kinds of things. Yeah. I just saw something the other day where it was like bamboo placemats or something like that.
Yeah.
Or aren't they using it to like make cloth and stuff now? And they've been using it to make like paper and things for a long time.
Yeah.
Don't they use it in like, can't you get like bamboo floors and stuff?
Yep. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking up sloths now, and their quick speed. It says, and it makes a point to say when threatened. This is their better get the hell out of here speed. It is 0.17 miles per hour.
Oh man. Oh yikes.
I think like an average human, in fact, let me not even say it. Let me just look it up. Yeah, okay. I was going to say an average human being could walk 5 miles per hour, but it says that an average walking speed is 1.24 miles per hour. And then let's see that for a human being. And let's see how fast run is. Says a human male can run up to 8 miles per hour. But I feel like Olympic athletes and stuff can do way better than that. Yeah. It did say average human or average male. But a sloth is 0.17 when threatened.
Yeah. So that's like our average walking speed?
No, it's like 1/15 of our walking speed. Our average walking speed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, anytime I've never seen a sloth trying to run away, but yeah, I could easily feel like I could outrun a sloth no matter what.
Okay. So you're throwing this on the useless animals list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not.
Yeah, because what do they eat? What do they?
Oh, they just eat leaves, twigs, and bugs, or buds. So anything off the tree.
It says some insects.
They don't have
and small lizards. Okay, fine. So it's on the list.
Okay. Okay. So then my next thing going down were poisonous spiders and snakes. Because so listen, here. Let me just tell you this. Let me break it down. So understand that like snakes and spiders, and I should also throw in because I hate frogs. I hate frogs, so that's going to be in this list too. They got to defend themselves.
Sure.
From other predators.
But they also eat a lot of insects, both your frogs and spiders. Yeah. And snakes eat a lot of like rodents and stuff I don't want around my house, like mice and things.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. What if they do that? But why they got to be so poisonous? Why they got to be so poisonous that like they can bite you and then like your leg it gets paralyzed and you could lose your leg? Like that seems ridiculous.
Well, I mean, for the frogs and what was the other one you just said? Spiders.
Yep.
The frogs and spiders. I think they are so poisonous just to survive. When they get attacked, they can lash out.
Yeah.
Although as far as the snakes, I think that's kind of for hunting. It's their way to take down something good sized. Mm-hmm. But at the same time that I'm defending these from you or to you or whatever. Yeah. Anytime, like I get a lot of spiders over here, and when I get them right by my screened-in porch when I walk outside. And I have a broom there that I use to wipe down all the spider webs. And I have friends that are going, oh, don't mess with the spiders. They eat all the bugs. Yeah. They also create a huge web right across my doorway. So every time I walk out, I get it right in the face.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not like they're doing it at like very like incognito.
Hey, I live right next to the woods. If they want to go in the woods and make a spider's web, fine. Yeah. They want to go on the side of my house, fine. Yeah. Right in front of the door? Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they're useless.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like the capability of like one of these things, like a snake or a spider, that like, I mean, I guess spider for number one, because there's, I mean, I don't know. I get it that they have to defend themselves, but like they're so small and they can like bite you, and then like you're wherever they bite you, like you can start losing the tissue and like muscle in your hand. Like it just seems like it's a little much.
Yeah, did you ever watch that show Gold Rush? One of the seasons they went down to South America, and they were warned about, and I'm not sure if it was like a pit viper or some type. I'm saying it wrong. It was a snake.
Mm-hmm.
They were in the jungle, and they were told, if you see this thing, stay away. And then later on, they were told that there was a production crew that scouted the area like a couple days before they started filming. And one of them, while they were filming, accidentally stepped on the snake or stepped by the snake.
Mm-hmm.
And it bit them in the foot, and they were rushed to the hospital, and they had a huge part of their muscle that had to be removed.
Dang.
Just from one bite.
Yeah, one bite.
Which just felt like nuts to me.
Yeah. It's insane. Like, I don't understand. And so that's why they're on my list, because I don't know.
But I don't think they're useless. They're just annoying.
I don't know. I mean, I guess, but still, I don't know. Frogs in particular. I mean, frogs don't really bite you, but and I'm sure that that's preventing other creatures from eating them. So that's why they're so poisonous. Because, like, I mean, they don't really like attack people, except when I live in Florida. Oh man, that was the worst. And I know that there's other Florida people who can relate. That, like, you walk up to your house on like a humid night. It's probably like 90% of the time you live in Florida.
Did you say humid or human night?
Humid.
I heard human night.
No. And you walk up to your house, and there is a frog just posted up on near your entryway, or near the walkway where you're about to walk in the house. Maybe you have like but
it's just a frog. Just walk past it.
Yeah, but dude, they're like gonna dive bomb you and jump on you. And
have you ever had one jump on you?
Yes.
And what happened?
I probably screamed like a child because they're so ridiculous. Like, why do you even need to be up there anyway? But they're like, it seems like you could be anywhere else.
I mean, there are toads,
except the entryway. Why are you in the dang entryway where I'm trying to walk in the house?
I mean, I get that there's like poisonous toads and stuff that I think can kill us.
Yeah, I don't know. Frogs, toads, they're all gross. All gross.
All right.
Okay, so check it out. I got a few honorable mentions here too.
Okay.
I didn't really do much research on this. This is more like the lightning round of useless animals to wrap it up. So number one is going to be a rhinoceros. Because listen.
Wait, are rhinoceroses part of the big five? No, wait, I'm thinking of hippos.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they're like almost extinct now. But to my understanding, rhinoceros are like eat vegetables. I don't know if they eat I think they're herbivores. I don't think that they eat meat.
Okay. Yeah, I think I think they just eat.
So
I'm not sure now.
So I mean, they got that giant horn. It seems like they should be eating like lions and tigers and bears. They just eat vegetables, and they're built like a tank.
I'm flipping through this, and rhino is part of the big five.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Big five of what?
In Africa. So it's lions, elephants, Cape buffalo, leopards, and black rhinos.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I've never seen one. I've never seen a rhino in person, but I don't know. Like, what? I don't even know.
I think I've seen them at zoos.
Yeah. Like,
wait, you just like, what's the point?
Yeah. What's the point? I mean, like, it would be different if they could be the ones to get rid of the alligator population.
Maybe they need to be around to feed these tigers.
Yeah.
Or these lions.
Yeah. Because they, I don't know, you got that giant horn and they don't use it because they just eat plants.
I mean, I'm sure that they use it to keep things like lions away from them.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got on that list?
Probably, I think people are going to hate me for this, but giraffes. Like, what?
What?
Like, okay.
You're entering into a weird realm. Yeah. Like, what is the point of zebras?
Yes.
I mean,
well, okay. Because here's the thing: giraffes are just weird. Okay, they got a giant long neck.
You're like that kid that used to make fun of all the other kids in school, aren't you?
No, okay. So this is taking a little bit of a turn. No. I I don't know.
I think what you're doing is you're body shaming the giraffe now.
No. I'm just wondering. I don't care about that they have giant neck.
The show just went real woke.
Yes. I'm just wondering, like, how do you feel about giraffes?
I think that they're perfectly reasonable animals. I mean, again, I'm still stuck on I don't think everything has to have a point.
I don't know. I think,
and I don't want to see giraffes go anywhere. You ever seen those videos of two giraffes fight? It's pretty messed up.
Yeah,
because they've got horns. They were like little nub.
Yeah.
And they just swing their neck and just pound the crap out of each other. It is messed up.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. I have to look it up to see. Maybe that'll change my mind. No, I don't know. I was going a little bit off on a tangent because I don't know. I started thinking about kind of just like spitballing other creatures that seem useless and I don't really understand them. But I don't know. I'm sure giraffes probably have a better purpose. Actually, what's funny is that have you ever seen that movie Madagascar? Wasn't there a giraffe in there? Because that movie was pretty good.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah. I mean, when did that come out?
Man, that was years ago. Maybe like 2008.
Okay, see,
something like
I would have. Isn't that a child's movie? Yeah. I don't have children. I would have been an adult.
Oh, it was 2005, actually. Yeah.
Okay, then the answer is no.
Okay.
I saw The Lion King when I was a little kid.
Yeah. So that's my list. Of just a few of the useless animals. I feel strong about that list of was that 5 things that could easily go without. Even the poisonous spiders and snakes.
I get that a lot of these are annoying, but I don't know if they're useless.
Listen, gators, already proven, except for like the belts and the delicatessen.
A delicatessen?
Yeah.
Like a restaurant?
Yeah.
Are you trying to say delicacy? Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Look, I don't know. I've never had it. I'd love to try it though.
Yeah.
I watch some of these like YouTubers that are, I guess you could call them chefs, but they're more like country guys, like especially like down south.
Yeah.
Making crawfish or something like that, doing a big crawfish boil, and it looks good. I mean, they season it up and
I don't know.
Just haven't had it.
Yeah.
But you said you had it.
Yeah, but I want to know what you think about it.
Oh, okay. Well, the problem is that they don't serve it in Michigan.
Yeah.
At least anywhere that I know of.
Listen, everybody watching this in the comments, please let me know down below what you think. If you disagree with my list or if you think I'm on point, or if you got anything to add, I would love to hear it. So, feel free, leave me a note and let me know.
Or maybe not even just useless animals, but like we were talking about the pandas, they feel like they're trying to go extinct.
Yeah.
Maybe you could point out some other animals that even when they're put together with their own kind, it's like they're like don't want to multiply.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, listen, this was an interesting topic, and I just can't wait to hear what people got to say.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Bye.